and that is participle. I have written here participle, and I think you all know about that. Participle is the form of finite verb and non-finite verb. It has two types of verbs. Why? So what is the finite verb and what is the non-finite verb? So when the finite verb, suppose that which verb controlled by the subject, so that is finite verb, and which verb has not controlled by the subject, so that is non-finite verb. So these are the, it has three parts, gerund, participle and infinitive. And in the participle, I am going to explain about that, what is the participle and how many kinds of participle. So students, first of all, very good morning again. Aryan Mal, Shivdat Mishra, Prashant Pandey, Veer Pratap Dubey. Other students, please be online first, because I am going to start today's topic, that is the participle. So here I have written the participle. What is the participle? Suppose that a participle is a word. A participle is a word which is partly a verb and partly a verb and an adjective combined. Clear? So students, we till now I was telling about the definition of the participle, and next thing I am going to explain that how many kinds of the participle. Kinds of the participle. How many kinds of participle? Students, it has only three main kinds. It is of three kinds. How many kinds? Three kinds. First is present participle. Second one is past participle. And third one is perfect participle. Students, again you can see on the blackboard I have written three kinds of participles. First is present participle, second one is past participle, and third one is perfect participle. I am watching that other students is not online. Please be online fast. Students, let's start next topic. Suppose that I am going to explain about that the definition of how can we find out that this is the present participle and this is past participle and this is perfect participle. How can we find out that? Suppose that in the present participle, ing form will come. Ing form. And in the past participle, was not will come. And in the perfect participle, having or being, and then after that, third form of the verb will come. Clear? So students, we should find, we can find out that what is the important things of this particular thing. Suppose that to find out that present participle, we can see ing form of the verb, and to find out the past participle, we can find out that third form of the verb. And when any sentence has having or being after that third form of the verb, so that sentence is in perfect participle. Clear? So in the definition, first we need to know about that what is the present participle. Students, what is the, they are formed by adding ing to the verb. They are formed. They are formed by adding ing to the verb. Then those types of sentences are belongs to present participle, and present participle denotes an incomplete action or state. So that we can find out that these type of sentences is present participle, and with the help of the ing form of the verb we can find out. And after that, another hand we can say that if the time denoted by the participle, if the time denoted by the participle in the same as that of the participle verb, we use the present form of the participle, or we can say that verb ing form of the verb. Suppose that the result verb encouraging, the result were encouraging, or seeing the police thieves. Seeing means देखते ही, it tells about the sense of हुए या करके. Suppose that seeing the police, the thief ran away. The thief ran away. Like this. So here we can find out that at the place of subject, seeing has given, and these okay. So seeing is your present. Encouraging means which जो भी किसी के अंदर साहस भरना, so that is called encouraging. So here encouraging and seeing both are present participle. Clear? And with the help of, suppose that one more, Naresh went to the bathroom singing. Naresh went into the bathroom singing means वह बाथरूम में गाते हुए बाथरूम में गया. So गाते हुए, this tells about the sense of present participle. Got it? And students, if you have any doubts, if you have any types of question, so you can ask to me. Just like that. Till now we were reading about the present participle. After that, past participle. So students, we should know what is the past participle. Other students, please be online fast. I am waiting. If you have any doubts, so you can ask in the present participle. Pratiksha Pandey and Veer Pratap Dubey. Are there any question? I am waiting. Please tell me. No question. Okay. Let's start about the second topic, that is past participle. And what is, firstly I am going to explain about that. What means the past participle? How can we find out that this is past participle? I have written just before some time that with the help of third form of the verb, our past participle, we can say that with the help of third form of the verb we can find out that this type of verb is past participle. And past participle are formed by adding what? ed, d, t, ed, d, t, like this. ed, d, t, en, and e, like this, at last of the action, and to the verb. With the help of these things we can find out that from the verb to the verb, when any verb has these type of letter, with the help of these type of letter, and past participle denote an action or state which is completed. मतलब जो पूरा हो चुका हो, which is completed. Another hand we can say that the past participle is used only in the sense of passive voice. Clear? So suppose that I saw a folded rose. I saw a faded rose. F-A-D-E-D-R-O-S. Faded rose. और faded means मुरझाया हुआ, सूखा हुआ, like this. And I borrowed a crowded bus. I borrowed means I think another I am writing here. Suppose that if any sentence has third form of the verb, so with the help of that form of the verb, third form of the verb, we can find out that these solved paper are very helpful. These solved papers are very helpful. So here solved is third form of the verb. So this word means solved. This is only past participle. Another words you can write is spoken. Is spoken English is much. Is spoken English is much better than yours. Better than yours. Like this. So here spoken is also according to the past participle. We can find out that. Clear? I am waiting here. Students, if you have any doubt, so you can ask. Vartika Singh, good morning. If you have any doubt, so you can ask. I am waiting for a few times. Any doubts, any question, so you can ask. Because only one topic is remaining. And that is perfect participle. Students, please ask questions. I am waiting. Vartika Singh, if you have any doubts, you can ask. Sivadat Mishra. No question. Okay. Kinds. First is present participle. With the help of the ing form of the verb, we can find out that this is present participle. Past participle with the help of third form of the verb, and that verb will take the help of ed, d, t, en, and ne. So like this, we can find out that these are the when these types of verb will take the help of these types of things or these types of letter, so it will auto change into past participle. And with the help of third form having or being, and after that what third form of the verb will come, so that verb is called perfect participle. And I am waiting the question. But you are not asking any question. I am waiting. Other students, please be online fast, because I am going to teach about the last topic, and that is the perfect participle. No question. Perfect participle. And perfect participle denote an action which was completed at the time in the past. And another hand, we can find out that we can say the if the time denoted by the participle, if the time denoted by the participle is prior so that to that of the participle verb, we use the perfect form of the participle or having or being plus verb third form. To find out that, I have written here having or being plus verb third form. Clear? So students, suppose that I have written here, I am going to write here having. At the place of having, you can write other things. Being, having bought a book, having bought a book, having with the help of having. After that, some words we can write, and then having bought a book, I came from the market. I came from the market. So having, here you can see that having after that verb third form is given. So these types of things, suppose that these two words are perfect participle. Clear? Suppose that one more example. Having done his homework, having done his homework. After completing any types of work, John went out to play. Went out to play. So here, once again you can see here that having done, after having third form of the verb has come. So after that his homework, John went out to play. Clear? So these two words are perfect participle. So students, if you have any doubts, so you can ask. And once again I am going to revise that what is these three things and how can we find out that. If you have any doubt, so you can ask. After that I will stop my words. Once again, how can we find out that this is the present participle? And as we know that the present participle are formed by adding ing to the verbs, and present participle denote an incomplete action or state. On another hand, if the time denoted by the participle is the same as that of the participle verb, and we use the present form of the participles, means third form, ing form of the verb. And second thing, past participle, and these are formed by adding ed, d, t, en, and like this to the verb, and past participle denotes an action or state which is completed. Clear? Another hand, we can say that the past participle is used only in the sense of passive voice. Got it? And last, third, perfect participle, and that is the how can we find out that this is the perfect participle with the help of being or having. After that, third form of the verb. So these are called perfect participle, and perfect participle are formed by adding having or having been before the past, and past participle form of the verb, and perfect participles denote an action which was completed at the time in the past. And another hand, we can say that these are the, if the time denoted by the past participle is prior to that of the principal verb, and we use the perfect form of the participle or having or being verb third form. So students, if you have any doubts, so you can ask, because I am going to stop my words. And this is the participle, and at home you have to complete each and every exercise whatever in book has given. So If you have any question, so you can ask. No question. Okay. I am going to start my